era back in 1989 when Niners were in their prime and players would push the line. You could bet that over time my passion it grew stronger, even when the championship team was no longer. Back in '04, I ain't never put my flag down, never felt whether you could bet that I'll never back down. Even when we losing, I'm raising my flag higher. I'm a 49er rider, I'm repping that
J-Red. I've been a fan since birth, man, I bleed red and gold. Last season was bad, this season we doing better though. So let it go, it's Niner gang, don't forget it, bro. No matter what the record is, we still gon' rep it though. So reputable, yeah, we very nice. Legendary like Joe Montana and Jay Rice. I've been a fan since a young man. Does your team got enough rings for each finger on one hand?
All right. My name is Hakeem, man. We out here. This is 49 Empire Podcast. I really appreciate you guys tuning in today. We got a great show for you today. I got a special guest, man. He always brings the energy. My boy Blair will be back next week. He's out here getting his equipment ready for us on this new platform. So let's get it started, man. Let's go. My boy Wayne Breezy in the house, baby.
What's going on, baby?
What's up with you, Brody? How's everything, man?
It took me a few days to get over that loss. I felt like losing to the Eagles, it was really tough. But other than that, I'm doing great, man. I feel like I'm over it. I moved on. I'm ready for these Dolphins. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready for the fish.
The Dolphins, man.
Yeah,
the Dolphins, man. Let's talk about the Dolphins a little bit, man. I don't even like. We're gonna get into some Eagle stuff. But let's talk about the Dolphins a little bit, man. What are your thoughts on the Dolphins going into this game? How do we match up?
Man, isn't their coach an ex-49er? He worked for us last year. He was working with quarterbacks, if I'm not mistaken. So that right there should say something. So I'm a little bit, I'm not going to front. I'm a little bit worried because they have a quarterback named Ryan Fitzpatrick, and, call him Fitzy Magic. You know what I'm saying? And
he's a dog. He's a dog, though.
Yeah, and that's my point. The Dolphins are it's a scrappy team. I feel like the 49ers aren't a scrappy team. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't think that the 49ers are the team that you want in there scrapping. They're either going to beat you with finesse, or they're going to beat or outwit you and really put up, or they can get a win, you know what I'm saying, with their defense or whatnot. But it's time for the offense to step up. But my question is, how will this defense go against another scrappy team? That's a tough one, man, because Fitz ain't trying to. He could take hits and he can keep on going. He runs the ball. Oh my God, we can't stop running quarterbacks. So
I mean, every quarterback this year, if they have a little mobility, they're going to run the read option on us. I mean, I see it. Robert Saleh is a guy who I've not seen adjust over the years with any type of scrambling quarterback. I think we're in a load of trouble, especially if Jimmy doesn't play. But I still think that because the quarterback coach is over there, he knows his tendencies, man. It's kind of like how John Gruden went to the Bucs, and he had to play his boys in the Super Bowl. He knows his quarterback. I mean, he knew the quarterback well, and I think we have a sense of urgency right now, and I don't think the 49er fans really understand that. I think we're in a position also to show the world that, hey, we're here as a playoff team. We got to dominate this team. I don't think going in the game, people think we should dominate this team. I think we should dominate this team. This is the NFL, though, so any given week, just like the Eagles, they was desperate. And I said it 2 weeks ago. I didn't want to play the Eagles when they didn't win a game. I would rather for them to have won a game than put us in the position that we're in. So I don't know, man. But let's talk about last week just a little bit, man. Let's go into it. I was disappointed, man. I think we all was. But looking at our standard of excellence, right? Our gold standards that we have. Yeah, I think we're expecting too much. I think we're not healthy, and I think our expectations are very, very high for guys to step right in and do something. I still feel like we should be dominating teams. I think we're better than most teams. So I don't understand. Like going into the last week game, what did you think we could have done different to win this game, man?
I thought that the 49ers were going to come out there and play their type of football. I didn't think that they were going to let the Eagles dictate the game. Go back and check the time of possession. It seemed like the 49ers, that wasn't in their forte. That wasn't one of their fortes in this particular game. We weren't running the ball particularly well, and we weren't blocking on the O-line, pass blocking particularly well. And the game was closer than what it should have been. Both teams looked beat up. Both teams looked hurt. Both teams looked like it was going to be a scrap out win. It's just that one team made more mistakes than the other. And that's the team that won. The team that made less mistakes won the game.
I mean, the 10-point swing, though, from Nick Mullins for fumbling the ball. They scored, and then he throw a pick six, like right back to back. I mean, we really didn't have an opportunity, man.
It was like, this can't happen. Not to us.
Yeah.
We haven't seen that happen to us. And what a humbling moment, though, right? What a humbling moment. We don't know what's going to happen going into the week against the Miami Dolphins. We don't know who's going to be starting or whatnot. We did hear Kyle say Jimmy did come back to practice today, but he was limited. But if Jimmy's a no-go, my poll that I put out earlier this week on Twitter was, who you guys want to start? Who do you think is going to start? Nick Mullins or hot CJ Beathard? And I want to point.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm a Nick Mullins. I will vote for Nick Mullins.
And so would I.
He had a bad game, but I still think he's better than Beathard. Beathard is real limited to me. So
okay.
Let's be real. He's a statue. He's always been a statue. He has no mobility at all. And if you remember the 2-point conversion, he should have walked that in.
Easy. It was
easy.
like Red Sea parted ways, but his thing was throw. And I think that Kittle probably thought he was going to run it in.
Mm-hmm.
And that's probably why Kittle didn't catch that pass. If you go back and rewatch that pass on that tape, it looked like Kittle was like, oh, he's going to run it. And so Kittle gave up a little bit on that route or whatever. He was already in the end zone for the 2 points. And Kittle got his hands on it. I don't think he knew the ball was coming. Because he thought that CJ was going to probably put it in because there was no one in front of him, nowhere near him.
But come on, bro. But come on, bro. Your natural instinct
as
a football, that too. You got to catch the pass, especially if you getting top dollar like that. Let's talk about that. You getting paid all this money, bro. I need all those balls to be caught.
Wait.
In the moment.
Wait a minute, though. First of all, everybody that plays football is human, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I've watched Jerry Rice drop passes.
Me too.
It wasn't a lot.
Me too.
We've watched it, right?
But have you saw Jerry drop the ball in the clutch, though?
Okay, it was
come on.
2-point conversion isn't.
Come on, that's the clutch.
Listen, brother,
we needed that though.
We didn't need it, but you got to look at it from you got to look at it from this standpoint, right? And I'm not sitting here because Kittle, we talked about this on another Banana show last night. Kittle was trash in the blocking game. When I say the whole offensive line was sorry, it was probably like D+ to C- range.
Yeah.
Including the tight ends. Now, I thought Kittle had an amazing pass catching game, though. No one could stop him. He was the best person on the field on both teams. You're 100% correct, bro. I'm just saying, for Kittle to drop that pass, something was wrong. Like, something went wrong. You get what I'm saying? Like Kittle had to think that he was going to run it in there, or that pass would have been caught because Kittle would have been planted. Remember, Kittle had to go turn around and then reach out to grab the ball because he kept running through that route thinking that, oh, snap, he's just going to run it in. I don't know. I could be making this up. All I'm saying is, what you're saying is 100% correct. You touch that ball, you got to catch it. That's the rule. You're a coach. I got it. You're a coach. You touch the ball, you better catch the ball.
You got to catch the ball. Like that. If you're going to drop some balls, what we always say is better be in the first quarter, right? Like, get that out the way. But when it comes to clutch time, and it's time for the game, you need to catch the ball. I love George Kittle. Like, one of my favorite players on the team. He's our best football player overall on the whole team. But we got to hold you to the same standard we hold everybody else.
Love it.
And if we're talking about Jimmy Garoppolo, missing the ball in the Super Bowl. Yeah, that was a great big magnitude. Everybody's talking about it. He missed Emmanuel Sanders. Everybody says it. 2-point conversion. It's been crickets this week on Twitter, in social media, in the press. It's been critics. It's been crickets about him dropping that ball.
Yes.
Yeah, but because he's over 100-some yards receiving. Oh, he's done his job. Well, let's talk about this. How about drop 2 more passes in the second quarter, and you catch that one and a touchdown pass for us at the end of the game? Because he had an opportunity to catch it. Debo at the end on the Hail Mary, he kind of looked like he kind of had it.
Well, both of them, why were they on their backs?
I don't know what happened, man.
If they weren't on their backs, that was a touchdown. It was a prayer, but it was a touchdown. Because if you watch the way that ball tipped, they almost caught it on their backs. Like, it went through both of them. It was like Debo tipped it, and Kittle was right next to him, and he just couldn't reach up and get the pass, man. So
yeah.
That was a tough loss.
Let's talk about this O-line, man. I mean, the O-line was getting dominated, bro.
Listen, the Eagles had this 8-man rotation on their defensive line, guys. I mean, you're all right. I'm gonna put it like this. You remember the Giants, the first year they beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl? Can we name their starting 4 defensive linemen and then their bench?
They was deep.
That's when Justin Tuck was coming off the bench. He wasn't starting.
Yeah, Strahan was a monster. Then they had that big D tackle
Jose
inside the middle.
Numenera. Yes. Like, because of that depth, they were a dominant force. And they won that they won that season. They won their division, like they went like 9-7 or something like that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They had the depth on the line. The Eagles had a line like that. And I'm going to be honest with you, the 49ers had a line like that. Right now, their depth is starting because their starters are injured. So we're having these issues with, just being able to stay healthy, man. We also lost our edge rusher in this game, man. We lost Ziggy Ansah for the year, tore his bicep. So this was a tough loss, man. It was a tough loss, injury. It was a tough loss just to lose. But that O-line had to put up with that 8-man rotation, and you know what? It shouldn't matter. Why? They're gold standards.
Exactly,
Okay?
man. Like, come on. So think about this. Seattle is not going to have a line when they play us. Like, they're not going to have that type of pass rush. But you better believe there are certain teams that we're going to be playing that their D-line is going to be pretty good. I mean, the Rams D-line, for one, is not bad. They get after it. And
I don't think they have the reputation like the Eagles, though. So
No, they don't. No, they don't.
You know what I'm saying? But they still got the best defensive lineman in the game. Oh, excuse me, the best defensive player in the game.
The Cowboys are not playing well either, but their D-line is going to be stacked when they play us. I mean, they come with pressure too. All I'm saying is we just need to minimize our mistakes. Like, as a backup quarterback, I'm expecting you to come in. If we lost the game, he threw no picks, we still would have won that game. It's something about turning over the ball and even giving up points. You cannot give up points. Our defense, quietly kept, our defense was playing phenomenal. For them to be undermanned.
Listen, the defense gave up what I predicted, 17 points.
Yeah, me too. Because I said 17. Because I said 21-17. I thought that we was going to win 21-17.
Yes, sir. And they gave up 17 points. The difference was I thought our offense would put up more, and our offense couldn't put those points because the offensive line just couldn't block.
I heard you on the tailgate in the morning telling your boy, "Oh yeah, we're gonna put up almost 40 points."
I thought it was going to be close to 40. I did. I was going off of the performance that Nick Mullins had the week before against the Jets.
Of course.
I thought his confidence would have been high. Let's just get to it, man. I can't blame the offensive line. Look, the offensive line was fine until Nick Mullins missed that first. He overthrew Kyle Juszczyk.
Yep.
And then he almost underthrew Kendrick Bourne, and Kendrick Bourne had to bat the pass down to prevent it from being intercepted in the first. We're talking back-to-back throws. We threw the ball more than we ran the ball in that first quarter on 3 series, bro. That's not Kyle Shanahan football. That's why he's one of my you got to do betters. Because that's not Kyle Shanahan football. His football is
I had to give it up, man. Hey,
yo.
speak
Listen, that
on
was
it.
perfect. Look, man, you give me so many ideas. Listen, that's Kyle Shanahan's. Kyle Shanahan's football is to ground pound with that zone scheme run and keep it going. Now, granted, we are missing we're missing some pieces, right? We're missing some of those feedbacks. I think Mostert would have done better against this line because I thought he would have been able to get out to the edge way quicker than Jerick McKinnon, which is what they were trying to do. But McKinnon couldn't get there. He couldn't cut back in. There was a lot of stuff. The offensive line still got worked, Akeem. Like they really were getting worked, but Nick Mullins wasn't helping the O line. He was overthrowing people, and
He was late. And why don't people see what Mike McGlinchey is looking like right now?
Listen, I don't know why Mike McGlinchey's getting all these passes.
He gets a lot, especially on social media, man. I see a lot of people give him so much pass. He is beginning when he threw the pick, when Nick Mullins threw the pick, people were saying, "Oh, Mike McGlinchey was blocking. He put his head down. Footwork was terrible. He was leaning forward, and he shoulder bumped the guy. That guy was not blocked. Now, mind you, Nick Mullins should have stayed in the pocket, shoulders at 90 degrees, slanging that ball. He should have stayed in there and took one on the chin if he needed to. But he didn't do that. Yeah. And to be honest with you, let's talk about that play. Who was open? That's all I'm saying. I didn't see anybody open. And I know they get on the Lamar Jacksons. They get on like these quarterbacks like that, man. But this is almost a necessity now. Like, the game has changed. We need some type of athletic ability. Now, Jimmy is a better athlete than Nick Mullins. I said it last week.
Jimmy, where you going with this, bro?
No, what I'm saying is that we at Kyle Shanahan needs to really look at what we have at quarterback and tone down some of his play calling for non-athletic guys. We can't run all these bootlegs with a quarterback that's unable. I'm just being he's not able to do it, so I can't be mad. His physical ability can't do it. That's like saying, okay, we're gonna put Coleman on the line, and we need him to block a DN this game. Man, you get what I'm saying? Like he can't do it. Like, so why would we can't be mad? But some of those play calls, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's I don't know if he's arrogant, and he just feel like because when
there's some arrogance.
And I love it. It's a dog, but in certain situations, you have to know your personnel.
Right.
And I just think, man, it's like sometimes he doesn't really know his personnel, man. I don't know what you think about that.
And, what bothers me the most is if Kyle was consistent and we were always like not bad. That's not the word I want to use. If he was consistent and like not being able to drive the ball down the field with his play calling. If that was consistent, then I would say, we just probably don't have the pieces. I think we've seen that a couple of years ago. Like, his first couple of years as a 49ers, we didn't have certain pieces to build the consistency. Here's what pisses me off about Kyle Shanahan's play calling sometimes. It's like, we'll do this, we'll do that, 3 and out. Okay, next play, we'll get at least 2 first downs, then punt the ball. And then we'll give up some points. Defense will give up points, right? And then all of a sudden, they'll go on a 12-play drive from the 16-yard line all the way to the end zone and get a touchdown like it was nothing because they do some type of hurry-up type of offense, 4-minute, 2-minute, whatever you want to call it, not allowing that defense to rotate. Get your guys in shape. If you got to go hurry-up offense, you got to go hurry-up offense because the more you let a team like the Eagles rotate those fresh pass rushers on their bench, come into the game, the less chance you have in executing the plays. Now, Kyle is not 100% to the blame because some of his players are just not executing. Okay, Nick Mullins has to complete that pass. Nick Mullins can't throw the ball right to the linebacker. As much as we trashed Jimmy G, hold on, we trashed Jimmy G in the divisional round against the Minnesota Vikings for almost throwing an interception. He didn't throw it. Then Kendricks dropped that joint, but we got mad that, oh, Kyle got him in the doghouse now because he almost threw the pick, so we just kept running the ball. Remember that? Remember? That's what happened against Minnesota. Then we definitely didn't throw the ball in Green Bay against the Green Bay game because we didn't have to. But that's my point. If we thrashed Jimmy, I don't hear any thrashing going toward Nick Mullins, who had a 26.9 rating, PFF rating at the end of this game, by the way.
I think we just that one. Those games last year we won, and that's what I think frustrates me the most because those games last year we won, and I think we won. If Nick Bosa was playing, I think we win this game easily. Like, I think we win this game easily, and I don't think people really understand what loss that was for us. I mean, that's a huge loss, man. I can't say it enough because I understand football, and if you understand football, you understand what pressure does to quarterback. He knocked a lot of quarterbacks off their island, so you say, off their mark. So if a quarterback seeing his timing, they looking downfield, he's got to move and shift. Now he's got to look at another read or try to force it to that read. That's how good Nick Mullins was. He was very good at what he did, man.
About Nick Bosa.
I'm sorry, Nick Bosa. Yeah, Nick Bosa. So he was just very good at what he did, man. And I think we're going to miss him in the long haul. I wanted to look at a little bit of the, we're going to move through it kind of quick, but just kind of look at some of the plays that, just of the game, man.
3rd down and 3. Kindler, rookie out of South Carolina.
Easy slant. Jimmy Ward.
42-yard line. Greg Ward.
That's another thing.
To run no huddle. It took some of the receivers some time to get back.
You said what now?
That's another thing. We're seeing a lot of different coverage from Jimmy Ward. We're seeing a lot of man coverage. Him lining up on the line of scrimmage. That's not his forte, man. You're talking about Kyle putting guys in and using them to their forte. I don't think we even use the word right. Look at that. Another pass catch to number 84.
I mean, I see they go 5 wide on us because we didn't have a lot of DBs. And
Spread it out.
You said what now?
Spreading it out.
Yeah, they spread it out. I mean, because we didn't have a lot of secondary. They knew that. I mean, I would do that. I mean, that was smart. Yeah, it was game plan. But look, right here, like nobody's going. That's Fred Warner's man right there, though.
I don't know if that was Fred Warner's man. I need to see.
Let's check it out.
Okay.
So
Fred is here.
Fred is here.
Blitzing, bro.
Yeah, he's blitzing, but when you know you're not gonna get there, your eyes is to your man that you're supposed to have. Look at this. Look, he's there.
Listen, bro, come on, bro.
No. He's there. He's blitzing.
That's
He's
not
blitzing.
his man.
It's not his responsibility. But what I'm saying to you is, if you know you're not gonna get there, he knew he wasn't gonna get there. We'll watch that again.
Way catching that running back out the flat, bro.
But even then, or even this D, who is this at the bottom? Is this Quan?
No, put your mouse over who the bottom is. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Right here. Can you see him?
I don't
Bottom
see
of the spot, the D, below the D end right there, the bottom of the screen.
Okay, I see what you're talking about.
Who is that? Is that Quan?
Yep.
Okay, so take it back. Fred, that's not your man. Quan, right. Bounce, Quan. If you know you see him coming out. Look, who? Oh, that's not even. Who is that?
Quan. That's not even Quan. That looks like Al Shire, right?
That's Shire. So Shire, guess what? You're not getting there. You see him bounce. And you know
Quan is covering that.
Yeah, it's
tight
Quan.
end.
Yeah. And I'm cool with that. All I'm saying is that Shire, he needs to bounce. So D ends when they read the screen, it's called read and replace. So we're reading the play. We're going to replace ourselves because the linemen are going downfield. So now I got to find the running back, right? So as a linebacker, you know you're not getting there. You see your man bouncing. Your job is to do what? Bounce. You supposed to stop your feet, turn around and bounce. Look, he's going for a jump ball. Look at this guy. And look what he did.
He over pursued that. He didn't
Look what he did. Look, and he just hung us out to dry though. That's selfish football. Like
I don't know if that's selfish football, bro.
if you can't make a play, just like a lineman, if you can't make a play, put your hands up. That's what we're supposed to do. It's
He did put it up. It was in the wrong spot.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is there's plan A and plan B. You know the chances of that quarterback throwing that ball is pretty high. I mean, all I'm saying is he knew. Look at his eyes. He coming straight down. They let him go. They let him go for a reason.
You're talking about a second-year player without a lot of snaps. That IQ just might not be as high as a Dre Greenlaw.
You play football all of your life, bro. So let me just say it again. You know if the running back is not pass blocking you, what is he doing?
Shouldn't have been going in there trying to get that quarterback.
All I'm saying is this guy is not trying to pass block me.
That's the play call.
That's the play call. They let him go. They let him go. They said, okay. They got him on the side. We're gonna have this. We're gonna have my tackle, my left tackle. He's gonna take on that end. So if he takes on that end, you come scot-free. All I'm gonna do is bubble you out, unless he peels like he's supposed to. He's supposed to peel outside. He didn't do that. All I'm saying is he's supposed to look. He should know. Just like if it was a screen and D lineman just ran after the quarterback and they didn't read and replace, we would be on the D lineman. We would be on the D lineman. Why, when you knew you weren't being blocked, then you turn and look for the ball? Why? That's the same responsibility for a linebacker. If you know you're not being pass blocked, he's not staying home, you know there's no back end guy for him. Guess what? Selfish. Boom. He should have did. He stopped his feet. Did you see him stop his feet? That's all I'm going to say.
I did.
Just see him gather. Just see him gather. That's all I'm saying. Just see him gather. Boom, boom. He gathered. He knew. He knew it was beat.
He knew he messed up. Yeah.
And that's okay. People make mistakes. But what I'm saying to you is that these plays, look where we're at now, right? And watch this read option. See, this is what I wanted to tell you.
This is the untouched touchdown? That pissed me off?
This is the read option. So remember I was saying, earlier in the week.
I'm going to tell you who messed up. Go ahead.
It was Alexander all the way.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Okay, we're going to watch it. Who you got?
Just go ahead and play it. I'm going to show you why it wasn't Alexander.
Okay, so watch the D end. Boom. So first of all, he's an outside linebacker. He's not supposed to step his foot inside. His first initial step was inside. So let's break it down. So when you step your foot inside, the read guy is the end. He's going to crash to the running back like he's supposed to. That's his man. Okay. But because he stepped inside, guess who picks him up? Boom. Look at Quan. You didn't see Quan?
Quan is on this big old lineman right here, bro.
He's not supposed to. He's supposed to be on the outside of this big old lineman.
You're saying because he stepped inside first.
He stepped inside. He's supposed to be the quarterback guy. Look, they let the DN go. Boom. The lineman is supposed to do what? He's supposed to go up to the outside linebacker and do his job. And he did his job.
Okay, so if you're saying it's Quan, then Quan doesn't know how to defend the read option.
He doesn't.
Because but see, I don't think it's Quan. I think it's a play call. I think Quan is supposed to. I think Quan steps inside first to stop the run first, right?
Nah,
I get what you're saying. Logically, you're right.
We're gap sound. Quan is not supposed to step inside when we got a DN crashing down. He's not blocked. He's supposed to crash down. He's closing that gap up. That's called squeeze. He's squeezing down.
Well, if that's Quan's responsibility and he's doing it wrong, then it's his fault. I will agree with you.
But look at just I want you to really just look at the dynamics of the play, right? It's all offensive driven. If you see the DN crashes down. He did his job, right? He's looking. He's like, damn it, I got the running back. I got to take the running back. He's going downhill. Huh? Go ahead.
If Quan you're starting this argument based off of the inside step first. If Quan stepped outside and that offensive lineman went outside with him and he still couldn't get to Carson Wentz, it's still his fault?
No, because he did his job. That
But see,
means
he did
Jimmy
put-
Ward. That means Jimmy Ward's supposed to come fill that lane. So if he
Which is
steps out,
right.
if he steps outside, that lineman's going to try to push him outward, and that means Carson Wentz is going to go inside that lane, that alley lane,
So play the play and let's see what Jimmy Ward does.
late.
Look at Jimmy Ward.
He's late.
Why?
late.
Because of Quan's footing?
Well, I mean, he didn't read it either. I mean, you got to
Right.
understand.
So this was a bad defensive play.
It was.
Period.
But
You
it
know
was
why
it was on two guys.
You know
It was
why
on-
it was bad?
Go ahead.
Because Daniel Jones ran the same freaking play last week and with the Giants. Daniel Jones did the same thing. We had the same argument last week about whose fault it was. Remember I kept saying I thought the defensive end is supposed to contain?
Mm-hmm.
But the defensive end crashes down on this zone read play, this RPO crap. And so if the defensive end crashes down, then it's the outside linebacker's fault to fill in that space, fill in that gap. And if he gets blocked in that gap, then the DB is supposed to fill in the gap.
Well, the safety's
one's
supposed to come.
doing his job.
The safety's supposed to come, but he still didn't do his job. What I'm saying is he got quarterback. He has no other responsibility than quarterback. Who's Quan's responsibility? He doesn't have a responsibility.
Well, he's getting blocked, but you're saying his responsibility on
It's quarterback.
Quarterback. I got
It's
you.
quarterback. He's an outside guy. If you know, look, watch him. Watch this. Watch his first instinct is to go inside. Boom. He should not go inside. He's engaging with a 300-pounder. He lost. That right there, that's a loss right there. So now the DN is like, God, I have to pick which one. I got to do my job. I got to squeeze down his line of scrimmage to stop the run if he gives. Okay? The quarterback made a good read. Boom. So now look at what Quan is. Quan is pushed all the way inside.
Yes, sir. That
He's
gives
an
that
outside
open-
linebacker. He's an outside linebacker. How you push inside? But look at Jimmy's eyes. Watch Jimmy's eyes. Boom. Look at Jimmy. Why? First of all, his eyes this way. He's stuck. He should have been coming downhill anyway, right? He's seen the read. He should have been stepping or bouncing on his feet. Boom.
that.
Now he's coming. Now he's coming downhill. He's coming down the alley he's supposed to have been at. See, if that was like a Jamal Adams, that's what makes a difference between big time safeties and okay good safeties. Like this is
If Jamal Adams was on the team, this quarterback zone read, it wouldn't happen.
he would have destroyed him. Look, but look, not only that, you took a bad angle. Okay, you're a couple feet off. I'm okay with it. You're a couple feet off. He's usually all right, but you're a couple feet off. Guess what? You can't have a quarterback cut back on you. What is that? That's embarrassing.
He got put on skates, bro. He about to hit the booty.
But what
Look
I'm
at that.
saying is, why isn't he coming towards the body? He should have been attacking the body, not attacking the angle. This is the quarterback. They ain't got juke moves like that. This ain't Lamar Jackson. He put that on him. Celebrated on him.
That play bothered me so much. And on top of that, they got the 2-point conversion. Okay? That bothered me.
Yeah,
Look at this crap.
It's wide open. It was a pick
Wide
play.
open.
I mean, it was a
because
pick
there's
play.
miscommunication. Yeah.
It was a pick play. That was definitely a pick play, bro. Look at it. He ran right into him. Look, you see him?
No
But see-
call, no fight.
But if you see him coming inside, I know that's a man play. He's following. He's seen the pick. It's called.
That's not our fault.
Yeah, it's a man call, but they should have two read it. So
Yeah.
I knew the two. You know what a two read? Two read is. I'm reading number two. If number two's going inside, if he's going away, I'm looking to play. So that means somebody's coming my way. So if he's coming inside if number one is going on a slant and it's a number two there, what is number two doing? So number two did what? Like, what did he do? Like, all he did was, boom, he came outside. He's coming outside. So guess what? I'm going to bounce outside as a corner. Now inside linebacker, you pick up the inside. Read. Down. They've communicated. Down. This is it. Go. He's coaching your face. Knock him out. Every linebacker, you within 5 yards, what do? Bang! You knock their ass off their route. None of that happened. It's just all like looking. Like they was just looking. Oh, boop. Look.
It was the 84 with the pick.
It's a pick play. It's a pick play. It's illegal. They should have called it, right? We know that. But all I'm saying is we have opportunities that we miss. Another read. Look, another read. How is he getting? You said what?
See his cut?
Yeah, that was. Hey, Carson.
Look at how Wentz got skinny. Watch how he gets skinny.
Look. So now look at the outside guy. Look at the outside guy. Hey, he did his job this time. Look at him. Look, he went inside. You see Armstead went inside. Look at that. Look at Quan now. Oh, you're not doing this to me.
Yeah. So
you're not doing this to me. But he missed the tackle. He missed the tackle. Look, he should have been going here. He should have put Big Boy that came and pulled him outside guy. Look, pushed him out the way. You got to make that play. You have to make that play. This is the play. He got skinny, but you got to make that play. And look at Armstead. He came back and he didn't make the play.
Armstead is he got so.
Look, he went in. He slow played it. Armstead did a wonderful job as a DN. Let me slow play inside read. We winning up top. Look at the penetration up top. We're winning. So now
on that right side.
I'm gonna slow play it. I'm gonna go inside. Now I see the target. Oh, I seen the read. Look at this bounce. Now you see his eyes. His eyes is on the quarterback.
I don't know how he missed.
Yeah, well he missed because his
momentum took his
momentum. He's a big guy.
Kept him going to the left. Watch, because as you play it, you're gonna see Armstead come out more, and that allows Wentz to go inside and get skinny.
Now for me, man, I hate talking like I'm a coach, right? I'm an ex-coach. So what it is I'm gonna talk technique on that. What he should have did is he should have banged his feet, bang, 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 slow, banged his feet. He would have saw it, and he still would have had the agility to take the quarterback if he needed to. He didn't do that. He committed. He was going low. He was leaning forward. Look at him leaning forward. He's leaning forward. Now he didn't have it. That extra step. Oh, I'm bouncing out. Now he's shaking everybody. Quan did his job. He should have made the play. But Quan did his job. Now, who gets him?
I don't think Quan made that play, bro.
So who gets him? No, I'm just saying he could have, come on. I'm talking about high level outside linebacker. This was KJ Wright. KJ Wright would have put his helmet in that O-line's face, knocked him back 1 or 2 yards, and there is no way that this would have been, look, bang. Stop trying to go around him and go through him. Like, why are we going around? He's going around. That's all I'm saying. It's like a couple steps inside. What do we have? And guess who didn't do their job? Because I'm not going to blame this on Armstead, and I'm not going to blame this on Alexander because he actually did his job, but I want more from him doing his job, right? Look who's safety.
Ward?
Yeah, but you seen the whole – that's definitely Ward. But you seen the whole play, Ward. It just happened to you in the first quarter.
It doesn't – it seems like Ward is playing different, bro.
He's late. And this is what I've been saying.
It's got something to do with this new scheme, with the new coach. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. It's got something to do with the new scheme, this man scheme. It's got to do with that and the new coach, Tony. And I can promise you that. Man,
I definitely want to say, man, it's do better time, man. Give me some do better guys, man. Who do we got?
All right, man. I already slewed Kyle Shanahan. He's not a bad play caller. He's not nowhere near bad of a play caller. I think he's bad at managing the clock, and I think he's bad at not keeping his foot on the gas. I think if he just does those two things, because Kyle calls up some really good plays. I feel like on the plays that are missed, I think those plays are poorly executed when you go back and rewatch them. Mm-hmm. They were open. Like you would say, oh, that receiver was there. Oh, snap. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait a minute. than just poor execution. Bad throw, underthrow, high throw, no throw, no look, right? So that's my thing with Kyle. With the offensive line, the offensive line has to be at least 40% better than what they were last week to win in the football league. Remember, we don't have the greatest offensive line. We have some key pieces, but I think that this offensive line needs to do better. Exactly. The whole offensive line. I'm talking about from the left. You know what? I'm talking about from the tight ends all the way up to the other side. If the tight ends are lined up, there's 2 tight ends on the left. Them guys. I'm talking about Kittle. I'm talking about Dwelly. I'm talking about whoever's in there. I'm talking about left tackle, left guard.
The whole offensive line needs to do better. You're right. You are exactly right, bro. It was a bad game for him.
That was a bad game, yo. And it started with that miss freaking throw. Why? Let me ask you a question. You're a football coach, right? I know sometimes I play Madden and I just want to come out there and just throw the daggone ball, right? But that's a video game. What do offensive linemen like to do? Run block or pass block?
There's your run block, 100%.
They want to run block. Why don't you let them get their legs working, baby?
They couldn't. He made a mistake by putting there when you put McKinnon in the game. Like you're limiting yourself because he's not an every down back. They should have put Wilson out there, and I know he didn't want to do that. I don't know why, but he should have started Wilson, and then had McKinnon come in as complimentary, because Wilson is a downhill guy, and he's a one-cut running back. That's why they like him in the system, and he can catch it out of the backfield. But the thing is that, we want to showcase our little weapon. So,
all I'm saying is, I'm not a coach. I'm not a
you have eyes.
scholar.
You have eyes.
But I know football and I understand football. And I tweeted this out and I got I like putting out tweets that's going to cause some type of controversy.
Yeah, me too.
I said that I thought that if I was the coach, I would start Jeff Wilson Jr.
I wish I'd have seen it. Next time, tag me in that.
People were like, why would you start Jeff Wilson Jr.? He is not it. And I'm like, okay. All I know is he's a running back and Jerick McKinnon isn't. There's a difference between what Jerick McKinnon can do and what Jeff Wilson Jr. can do. I would rather take Jeff Wilson Jr. 2.7 yards a carry, knowing that he can be that bell cow, and then spice him up with a little McKinnon. That's all I was saying. Change the pace of the game. Whenever we don't do that, we're easily read by the defense and we struggle. Think about it. Think about our losses.
You're 100% right, man. And I think, and I really think that a lot of it has to do with the arrogance. I mean, I'm just gonna tell you, man, the arrogance of the coach, man. I mean, he's arrogant. I mean, I love him though. I love him though.
It can also be due to the coach just not trusting Jeff Wilson Jr. in there on pass blocking. A lot of people trashed. They do not like Tevin Coleman. They don't realize.
I like Tevin Coleman.
They don't realize that he was averaging 4 yards a carry though.
I like Tevin. He's a one-cut running back. He's always going forward.
What? And what does he do best? He's the best pass blocking running back on his team. He's better than Mostert. Matter of fact, you don't really see Mostert in pass blocking because they have him running, and he gets ghost real quick. He's not really there for that. All I'm saying is a lot of people thrash him for that. I think that's why you don't see a lot of Jeff Wilson Jr. yet, and I know that's why you're not seeing any Jermichael Hasty, even though he could be that one-cut runner as well and get that ball to that hole quicker.
I like Hasty. I like Hasty a lot. Let me get into my little do better a little bit. I told you early in the game, Trent Williams did not look good. I'm going to hold him to the standard because he's one of my favorite players on the team. Trent Williams could have done better. Do better, Trent Williams. You were getting dominated. Like, there were some times that I just looked at, I was like, man, is this the same guy that's, like, in the tunnel? Man, you got a dog, Cats, man. You're a Pro Bowler this year. They got him, like, Pro Football Focus got him, like, ranked 8th in his position. So he's a Pro Bowler right now. He's a Pro Bowler. Let's talk about Robert Salas. Robert Salas, you need to do better. And let me tell you why.
Better.
Do better. Like the reason why Robert Salas, you're on this list, is because we cannot stop the read option and mobile quarterbacks. That's it. But guess what? It's killing us.
Killing us. I'm gonna put this fact out here, bro. I'm gonna go down some teams, right? Dolphins. Who we got after the Rams?
Mm-hmm. Rams ain't running no read option.
Hold on. They don't have to run a read option. You know what they can run? That bootleg. And if we can't contain, we just can't contain.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The Rams, the Patriots, and the Seahawks. Back to back to back to back.
Mm-hmm.
Now we might catch a break with the Dolphins. I mean, with the Rams, like you said. Mm-hmm. If we can get that first,
they do run our bootleg though. They do run our stretch. They do run our stretch option bootleg though, and they run it nasty.
Man, the way they played us the last game last year,
they looked like us. They run our offense. Ain't that a trip? They running our stuff.
Those are the next 4 games, and we have not proven on tape that we could stop the run. So what do you think they're going to come out here and do? With the quarterback, I'm sorry. We could stop the run. We can't stop the running quarterback.
But I don't know, man. I think I think this game, our weapons will be more comfortable. So I think we're going to put up a lot more points. Either quarterback, either it's going to be Nick or it's going to be Jimmy. So I think we can put a lot of pressure on them to play our style of ball, offensively, comeback ball. So I think we're going to get up on them, and I think we're going to we'll try to bury them, man, a little bit. But my third guy, Nick Mullins. Bro, you gave up a touchdown and a fumble within a minute of the game. Crucial. I knew why he was benched. I was like, man, I'm telling you, I stood up and started clapping when I seen whatchamacall come on the field. Forgot his name already. CJ Beathard.
It was
when he came on with CJ, even though CJ, man, look, yeah, but he was happy to play. He came on, he did his thing, man. You know what I mean? And I can respect that, man. So, you know, I will say it again. We got opportunity, man. We got opportunity this game. We got opportunity next game. I don't know, man. We got action, man. And what I'm worried about mostly, though, what I'm worried about the most is us playing a style of football that complements us in a way that we can win games without Jimmy. Because if he's going to be hurt, and if he's truly hurt, just come out and say he's truly hurt, man. And in that way, we can adjust as fans and say, okay, let's give him a chance. Let's give Mullins a chance. He's going to make mistakes. Because other than that, you're the starter, bruh. And you need to come in. You need to win us this football game. We're going to hold you to that standard. And I didn't want to do a long show today, man. I really, really appreciate my boy Wayne. Let's talk about this week. Give me a final score before we get up out of here. Give me a final score of the game.
This is a cool game because we've watched the Dolphins put up points, and then we watched the Dolphins kind of like struggle to put up points. Mm-hmm. I still think the Dolphins don't score more than 17. So that's going to be my number for a lot of teams going forward. Mm-hmm. So 17. I think we're able to put up at least 24 points. So I got 24-17 49ers.
Okay. Yeah, and I got 31-17 49ers. I think we're going to get to that 30 mark. I think Deebo Samuels is going to wake up and he's going to be ridiculous. I think Kittles is going to be ridiculous. And I think my boy Brandon the Freak Ayuk is going to show out again. Another touchdown.
And wait a minute, because they sprinkled some Deebo in there, and Deebo, he had a run. He had 3 catches for 30-something yards. Mm-hmm. Listen, you're going to see more Deebo as well. So, people are upset. Sanu got cut and not Pettis, and this is that and the third.
Pettis should have got cut, though.
He's not. But we know he's not. It's not.
The only reason he didn't is because of his special teams ability.
No. That's not the only reason why he didn't get cut. You cut Dante Pettis, you would be spending some dead cap money. You would be spending almost 3 times the amount in dead cap money you would when you cut Sanu. Let's just talk business.
Yeah,
that's what it
makes sense. It makes sense. You're right. You're 100% right.
So that's why he didn't get.
And I'm glad
If
you
you
gave
ask-
I'm glad you gave me the business behind that, because that you're right.
If you ask me, will he be on the team next year? Probably not. Absolutely not. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Contract's over.
It is. It is. I'm just happy that you guys have joined us today. We've been consistently having a really good bunch of people joining us, and I am so happy to be a part of this 49er empire. I was born and raised in San Francisco. I was the guy who was walking to the game on Sunday. So just to be covering my team is very special to me, and to have my East Coast brother out here, 49er out, baby, that makes it even better, man. I really appreciate you coming on, man.
Thank you for having me, brother. Great
yeah,
platform.
man.
Keep doing what you do, baby.
Oh, man, we're going to do it, man. I appreciate it. Blair be back next week. We're going to rock out. Hey, man, of course, we're going to have you back, man. We're going to get it. We're going to do our thing.
Love it, man.
All right, man.
Peace.
Let's get up out of here.
You know what's going down.